So my name is Ray Green. I work for a company called Verve. Verve's been around for about 12 years now. I've been with them for 6.5. I like to think that we cared about location before location was cool. We started off our heritage in the local media space, building apps for local newspapers, broadcast, radio. Particularly one to just help them build apps, but then secondarily to help them monetize their unsold inventory as mobile started to become kind of more prevalent in the marketplace. I lead our enterprise business, which has been around for about 3 years now, and I'll just give you a little bit of a sense of what that's all about. So everybody knows that everybody's mobile today, right? We spend 4.5 hours on our phone each day. 90% of that is inside applications, which is really important kind of information in general. 66% of spend is now going to have some sort of location or mobile contingent to it, and 2/3 of marketers are including location in what they're doing today. 2 years ago, that number was 1/3 overall. And location sits right in the middle of the key to a great experience. At the end of the day, we talk about advertising, and it's great because 50% of it works and 50% of it doesn't. We just don't know which 50% that is. Location helps us kind of bring it all together to try to get closer to reaching the dream of reaching the right person at the right place at the right time. So we carry our phones with us everywhere. As you all know, it's the first device you look at in the morning, the last device you look at the end of the day. We all opt into location services because we want to have the most up-to-date content, the most up-to-date weather, all of those sorts of things. As we're using our phone 150 times a day and we move through time and space, we start to build a digital signature of who we are and where we go. And it tells us a lot about what we do. Nowadays, even a lot of the applications have always on, which means that they're communicating with us even when they're just in your pocket. Now, location, there's a lot of signals out there, and it's an important signal. That's why we're all talking about it today. But it's also important to recognize that not all location is created equal. So this will kind of give you a bit of a visual of what I'm talking about here. I think we just heard a little bit about how location isn't exact across anywhere. This is how we can help make what is fuzzy at the outset more granular as you go. So you start off with the exchanges. I assume most people are familiar with those. Those are marketplaces where publishers bring their unsold inventory. It allows advertisers and marketers to then have access to this great publisher inventory directly through the marketplace. It's a very efficient way to buy media. The next level, which should have brought just a little bit more clarity to it, is direct publisher relationships, right? That's where you're receiving device ID, lat long, and timestamp directly from the publisher itself. Helps get a pretty good understanding of who the user is. And if you put a couple of those signals together, you can really start to tell a story. Where it really starts to get clearer and clearer is when you're on the device itself, either through direct relationships with the server relationships with the publisher, or your SDK is on the device itself. Let's say we get 3 or 4 signals from what comes through the exchanges: device ID, lat long. Maybe it's full, maybe it's hashed, timestamp. Within the apps and the SDK, we get 30 to 35 additional signals that have anything to do with the user itself, the type of device it is, and some other history that goes along with it. When you add beacons into the category, where you walk into a small business, now all of a sudden this user, we can understand a lot more about them because we know where they're going and what they're doing. As we move further into time and as things develop, digital wallet and payments will become a lot more clear to help make that signal more actionable for you. So around Verve, just to give you a representation of where we play, table stakes is where everybody is in the exchanges today. 90% of the media that we deliver are within our core relationships, and that's just because it ends up performing better. So what I'm here to tell you a little bit today about beyond the location itself is how is it that you can build a new revenue stream using this location-based mobile advertising. We've built a platform that takes care of all the hard things that you need to do in order to build this new experience. Anything from the first-party data and the location intelligence to being able to create more memorable experiences with the ads. And then beyond the platform itself, we've done this a number of times, and so we've got a team that can help you build this new revenue stream. And it's with location-based mobile ads. Think of it as your advertisers want to reach their shoppers when they're close to their vicinity of their location, right? They're inside their local news app. An ad comes up for Wilco that says that there's an a sale close by. They click on that ad inside of the application itself. It pops up right where they are into a full page interstitial, allows the user to then get more information, call for directions, call the store, get directions. It's a really nice experience overall. And then we try to give you a bunch of signals to help you show the advertiser that people are moving closer to your product overall. We've built a self-serve platform that has everything that you need in order to start this new revenue stream. Anything from insights, which is custom audiences, visualize all the people that have been in a McDonald's in the last 3 months in Mishawaka, Indiana. Get a good understanding of who those people are, what they look like, and then you can build custom segments based off of that and target them directly from there. We also have a creative builder, which allows you to take a number of different creatives. You could take a 300 by 250 online ad, make it completely location actionable with a map as well. So everything that you need to be successful there. And then beyond that, at the end of the day, platforms are really cool, but platforms don't drive revenue. People do. Right? I think it was Albert Einstein that said that all things are but blunt instruments without a living spirit behind it. And the living spirit behind this is our world-class service team. We've helped a number of companies build multi-million-dollar businesses with location-based mobile ads for SMBs. We know how to do it. Typically, we can take someone from pilot to full rollout in 90 days, depending on how motivated you are. And then beyond that, at the end of the day, it's not just about serving ads to people. We're always thinking about what's next, right? This location signal, if it's as important as we all think it is, we can't stop at the exchanges. We can't stop at just the mobile device, right? We want to understand the other signals that are out there and available for people. And so that's anything from, the Internet of Things, wearables, connected cars. We're experimenting right now with virtual reality and augmented reality, right? Imagine walking down the street in your Google glasses and all of a sudden seeing something that shows up and says, hey, come on inside today and we'll give you 50% off your entree. And so at the end of the day, what does all that mean? For us, we think location is really important for a bunch of different reasons. We've always wanted to be on the device because we want to bring the consumer closer to the advertiser and the advertiser closer to the consumer. And so that's why we built this platform, to help you build businesses to do that. With all the things that I just said, if you remember anything out of it, it's that a partnership with Verve can give you 3 things. One is the ability to build a multi-million-dollar new revenue stream with location-based mobile advertising. Our platform, the way that it's set up, because we built it in order to help you do that, performs 20-30% better than most anybody else that you would build a product like this with. And then you have the ability to build a high-margin business for you that'll be successful for you and for your advertisers. That's all I have. Thank you very much.